Shane Watson here for PSB Sports. I'm lucky enough to be joined by Ricky the Hitman Hatton. How are you, Ricky?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
What do you think of Nathan's performance tonight against
I'm
Akinade?
absolutely made up. He's not really been tested like that yet. He's had 8 wins, 7 knockouts. It's the first time he's had 10 rounds under his belt. He's had to Dominic made him think a bit in there. So it's one of them fights that he'll learn masses and masses from. Yeah.
Was that a sterner test than what you expected today from Akinade?
No, I think it was obviously Akinade lost his 6th rounder, and I think that hurt him. I think the Akinade who turned up tonight most definitely wouldn't have lost, in the 6th rounder in that performance. But it was a good learning fight. You've got to have them learning fights, when you're going through your career. But it's 10 rounds under the belt. He had to think about it. Didn't have all his own way at times. And as his coach for his progress, that's why I wanted to see him under a little bit of pressure and see how he copes with it. And he coped well. Good learning fight, yeah.
Unfortunately, you missed out on it being an English title shot because of the defeat before Akinade had, I believe. Is that something you're going to look at capturing next, the English title?
Well, yeah, it's the first time when he's come out with the journeyman level, do you know what I mean? When he's fought like that title contention, whether it be English or fringe British, you know what I mean? I think he was in the top 10 or 9 or something like that, so he's broke into the top 10 in the heavyweight division now, which is good after just 9 fights. So, it's all right when you fight these journeymen. You need to fight the journeymen, different styles for your development and that. But now he's fighting with people that are going to have long training camps, watch the tapes, study him. So he's got to raise his game now. So yeah.
How many more times this year are you looking at getting Nathan Gorman out?
I'm sorry.
How many more times this year are you looking at getting Nathan Gorman out?
Yeah, to about 2, 3, something like 3. Yeah, probably 3. I reckon. We'll have a look what opportunity. What for the English title. We'll have a look at that. But yeah, probably 3 more fights before the end of the year, and then next year I think we'll start looking towards the British. Yeah.
I know Dave Allen's a sparring partner of Nathan Gorman's. Was that a potential fight we're looking at as well?
Yeah, of course it is. Nathan with that performance, he's broke into the top 10, so he's in contention for fights such as that. But it was a fight that Nathan needed. In his career, he's had everything his own way. So this time he was put under a little bit of pressure, and he coped really, really well. I think there's more to come from him. I think I wouldn't say it was a blistering performance from Nathan, but it was one of them fights that you need under your belt before you can move on to the next level. So yeah.
And also a little bit on Lucas Browne. Is there any more news that's added to what his current situation is?
Well, no, he's got a suspension. So. At the minute, we're just waiting for his suspension to go up. It's a shame Lucas Browne, won the world title fight and failed 2 drug tests. So it's very, very unfortunate for Lucas. But just gonna wait while the ban finishes, and then we'll get him out, obviously, and back into contention.
Because he's been calling out a lot of British fighters, such as Tom Little and stuff like that. Is that something you could be maybe looking at when he comes back?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? He wants to, he's been a world champion, so he want to go back and fight for world titles, won't he? So one minute his suspension's up, I think that's what we'll be looking at. Maybe he can, you certainly need a warm-up fight, so we can look at fights such as that. But yeah, his suspension's got to be up first, hasn't it? And
on your newly crowned world champion again, you won out in America. Is there any time out when he's going to be in soon again?
No, I think we're just working on his next fight, Philip Fondue. And Al Heyman. They promote him now. I don't promote him. Sadly, I couldn't get his license renewed, which I thought was very, very harsh. Bearing in mind, I'd have invested to get him to the world title, then they wouldn't let me renew his contract. So a little bit gutted, but I still train him. Think the world of the kids. My first world champion, and I'm sure his team will sort something out soon. Yeah.
So do you think a potential fight with Jeremy McDonald could be possible?
It's up to his team. I think we had a wonderful offer from Paul Butler, but his team turned it down for him to fight Paul Butler. You're answering me questions that it's out of my control now. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to promote him, but they wouldn't let me. So so it's a bit disappointing. But I train him, and I'm sure they'll let us know soon.
And also, are you looking to add any more people to your stable as well?
Really, if the next champion walks through the door, then obviously, yeah, of course, you know what I mean. But at the minute, I'm happy with a small group that I've got, and Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know, you get champions turn up every now and again. You know, all the time, don't you? So my doors open, and I'm sure someone will walk through too. Of course, that goes without saying. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for talking to PC Sports today, Ricky. Hopefully we'll have you on again soon, and enjoy your evening as well.
My pleasure, no problem.